Hey, my 2-minute conviction this week is that I reckon so many times we overstate the complexity of leadership. We have blogs, we have books, we have podcasts. I do this 2-minute conviction, so I'm as guilty as everybody else. We make leadership sound harder than it is. We overcomplicate it. And I think what we need to come back to is this really simple idea that everyone can lead if we can see that leadership is mostly about having positive influence in the people around you. Love the story of the little boy who wrote a school assignment on leadership. Most of his mates profiled historical presidents and military leaders. This little boy wrote about Benny. Benny was a frail old man who eventually started riding the local bus with this little boy on his way to school most mornings. Originally, this bus ride was a horrible experience. He would get on the bus, this little boy, and no one would talk. Everyone kept to themselves. It was a really cold and unhospitable environment for a young child. But one day, Benny, the old frail man, climbed the steps slowly and announced to the driver, "Good morning," as he jumped on his bus for the day. The driver just grunted in response, not really accustomed to talking to his passengers. The next day, Benny did the same thing, "Good morning," and did this day after day until by the end of the week, when he announced his good morning to the bus driver, Ralph, the driver, eventually responded with an equally cheery good morning, and they exchanged names and got talking, all audible for the rest of the passengers to hear. Well, the weeks followed, and eventually the entire experience of this bus ride was different, because not only would Benny and Ralph have these hearty conversations together, but as Benny would walk down the aisle, he'd say good morning to other passengers, and Ralph would greet people as they got up, on and off the bus, and passengers would start talking to each other. There was a real sense of belonging and friendliness, and what a beautiful way to start the day. Eventually, Benny stopped riding the bus. He was too old. And this little boy noticed that the culture of the bus ride in the morning started to fall away. People stopped engaging and stopped talking. And he realized this was his opportunity to be a leader. And so he resurrected this simple idea of saying good morning to people each day he got on the bus, to recover that sense that they wanted to start the day positively and well. And I think it's a great reminder that leadership is not this complicated, difficult competency that is out of reach of most of us. It could be as simple as this little boy's discovery, and that is to just say good morning and to show interest in people around you. And if you are consistent with that, then it will have a difference to your environment. So there's my 2-minute conviction. Look for the simple, look for the consistent things you can do that change the world around you.